Hey Scorpio, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings, so we take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength here, go check your other major placements. See if I didn't catch your wavelength or storyline over there. Major placements are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Got Sage coming in here. Whew. And so I'm going to start off with a Botanical Inspirations deck, and then we'll move to the Golden Tarot for a more traditional spread. And then I've been ending it with a Kuan card here. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do so. Okay, we have Gladiola. Okay, strength of character and moral integrity. Same def. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened. Vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Helen Keller. I wouldn't say only through experiences of trial and suffering, because I think there's lots of ways to learn. But anyway, Gladiola. It was my grandfather's favorite flower, so it always reminds me of him. As strength of character and moral integrity, hell yeah. Yep, that was him. And then we have Magnolia, nobility and self-esteem. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Okay. Well, nobility and self-esteem. So also Magnolia was the first plant to flower evolutionarily. It was the first flowering plant. So there's something there for that ingenuity that plant brought. So, wow. Nobility, moral integrity, strength of character, and self-esteem. Well, yeah, these are Victorian flowers and Victorian cards, aren't they? I haven't been feeling well. My energy's a little low, but I was like, oh yeah, I get to do Scorpio today. So I always like doing your readings. They always feel really good to me. All right, Scorpio, this is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Man, last week we had King of Coins reversed a lot, and we've had it a couple times this week, and Knight of Coins reversed here, so that's okay. All right, no major arcana. Strength of moral character. Do you need a... All right, let's get going here. Four of Coins here. We have in your recent past. So Four of Coins, being very focused on work, on money, on something to the exclusion of your relationships, possibly. There's always a time and place for this, so it's not bad unless it gets chronic and becomes like workaholism or some other addictive behavior like that. But it is very focused on something to the exclusion of other things, possibly other things that you're used to doing, and other people. Just really focused. This is the girl on the playground who's off reading her book, ignoring other people here, and just really focused on what she enjoys, what she likes, what she wants, her goals. Maybe it's the girl on the playground doing her homework over and doing it extra good. So there's a lot of like focus on doing a good job, learning about something, just a lot of focus on that. And then in your current situation, we have Three of Wands. This is highly intuitive. This is knowing that your ships are coming in and actually taking action towards that. Not to bring them in, but just to watch them in. This is a very high level of faith here. This Three of Wands. You didn't see the ships coming in. I mean, what's interesting is this deck actually has the ships coming in. Other decks have them not even visible. So I almost imagine that you are imagining this ship coming in. You can see it. You can see where this is all going. This is a massive amount of faith. So much faith that you don't even doubt it. You don't even... It's like it's not possible for this not to happen. You see it. You believe it. It's coming towards you. And whether you can physically see it or not, there's some level of like faith where you spiritually see it. It's interesting because how I learned to pray is very different than how I pray now, especially before these readings. I give thanks for the accurate readings most of the time. And sometimes, I do ask for help with that, but usually it's I know that this is going to come in for me. I know that this is coming here, and just giving gratitude for what is happening, what is going to happen, what my faith tells me is going to happen. So that's the Three of Wands energy. It's just this really strong faith that what you want and something that you want, maybe probably something that you've worked really hard for, is coming in for you. And in your inner landscape, we have this 10 of Wands card here. So this is your hopes, fears, inner landscape. So you're thinking about burdens. You're thinking about putting down a burden. It really probably really wasn't yours to carry. It could be the end of a difficult time. Here we have you coming to this place of where we put the burdens down and sort of hitting that wall, not actually hitting the wall, but you've hit the wall and it's time to put the burdens down. So this is maximum amount of things that you're carrying. These are ideas, maybe inspiration, maybe other people's visions, other people's ideas. You're kind of ready to let go of it, to put it down. I think you're looking for a place to put these down. You're like, yep, I think I'm done here. I think I'm done carrying the burden of other people's expectations, of other people's, I wouldn't say needs, because we are like interconnected and we all do have legitimate needs. But these aren't needs. This is somebody else's ideas, somebody else what you wanted. So you've come to this place where you see what you want and you see it coming in. And maybe there's some sort of conflict here, like we all have limited time, we all have limited energy. So you're seeing what you want come in, but you're still carrying a bunch of things that you don't want. So it looks like you're hoping to put them down, to be able to stop doing something because your ships are coming in here. Well, what the fuck are these other things here? Like, and this is almost... It looks like he's at a dock too, right? And these are both, this Three of Wands is at a dock watching his ships come in, and this 10 of Wands is at a dock trying to unload a bunch of garbage that they realize is going to interfere with them being able to move forward and being able to take this ship. So, or accept these ships that have come in. Maybe these ships are coming in to take your burden away, but they're yours. So there's a difference. See, like these ships are yours. This is your faith, and they're coming. This is yours coming to you. This is not yours. And I think you're looking for a place to put that down and to let go of something that's not yours. And maybe you're just starting to suss out, like, wait a minute, this isn't my dream. And it's taking up all of my time. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I want to do. This isn't where I want to be. And it's taking up my time. So the things I actually want to be doing that are starting to come into fruition and are starting to come towards me, I can't seem to find time. Maybe what if I can't find time? And this could be also, worried about, like, what if I can't find time for everything? Because here you've had to focus on something so much, you've had to exclude other things from your life. Now that something that you've worked on very hard is coming to fruition, maybe you're looking at some of these friendships or some of these activities that you do, and you're just like, now that this is coming to me, I don't think I can continue on with these other things that are meaningless to me and were meaningful to other people, and I just did them for them. But you've worked very hard for something, and it's starting to come in. And you can feel it, and now you got to figure out how to get rid of this excess to-do list that isn't really what you wanted, not your idea of a good time. So the good news about the 10 of Wands is you're putting it down. It's the most burdened you're going to feel. So you could be feeling very burdened and really hoping to put down some of that burden. In your... what's at issue here is this Knight of Coins, but we take it reversed. So upright, it would be plotting, planning, organizing, looking towards the future, moving very slowly. But in reverse, there's just no movement at all, which is funny because that's why I think I'm seeing these coming in and you're imagining this stuff coming in. But what's actually happening is not a lot of no movement. So in the upright, he's slow and plotting. And this is literally nothing, no movement, not moving forward, completely stuck. Not being able to see the plan, oh, maybe you can feel something coming towards you, but you can't, you're not quite able to plan for it. You're not quite able to do anything about it to speed it up or bring it in. You're just kind of standing on the shore watching this come in, but you're not able to do something. Like you want to do something maybe and you can't do something, or there's just no movement at all. So maybe this ship is stalled right off the shore. Yeah, I had that with coronavirus. A little promotion coming in and then we closed down the next day. So it could be that, like, just stopped right here completely, and you can see your ship, but you can't, it's not moving towards you anymore. It's stopped offshore. So what's in your environment is this 5 of Cups here. So there's some grief and some regrets going on in your environment. You could actually regret having ignored things that you really wanted for something else. Like maybe someone told you that you needed to focus this hard on this thing in order to get somewhere. And you're like, wait a minute, now I've like missed out on this whole thing. Because there's something about this 4 of Coins that's caused some sort of regret, this over focus on one field of your life, one aspect of your life. And there's been some loss here. And I don't want to say that we can't feel regret, because regret's really important. We learn from it. And it's just, not only that, it's just one of the whole range of human emotions. Like we don't want to get stuck there, right? And this guy's a little stuck there. He's a little stuck in regret and grief about what he's lost. There's a lot of emotional satisfaction available to him once he gets over maybe the fact that this ship can't make it all the way to shore, or hasn't yet made it all the way to shore. Or maybe he just regrets taking on other people's ideas of what they were supposed to do, what they were. This reminds me of the Lover's card, when you decide not to go with the path of heart, but with the path of what everyone else tells you to do. And then you eventually like get really burdened with this path that really wasn't your path of heart. And this 3 of Wands is talking about this path of heart. And this 10 of Wands seems to be talking about this letting go, or the path that you were supposed to take. And so you're thinking maybe about the path you were supposed to take, but here's the path that you actually wanted coming in for you. But there's some regrets here around you, some grief process. Maybe you didn't spend time with someone that you lost because you were very focused on this other aspect of your life, or maybe you just didn't put the effort into your job or your work, and now that's stalled and now you're regretting that. But with this 4 of Coins, you really focused on something. It looks like it's coming in, it's stopped, it's stalled. And there's some sort of regrets. It could be someone around you that's having some regrets, or just some sort of regrettable situation. Could be with this ship possibly like coming towards you, but not all the way in. The stoppage, there's just some frustration here about the stoppage of what you saw coming towards you, what you believe is coming towards you, and it's stalled. So yeah, I see a stalling, like you saw this thing coming towards you, you saw this ship, you saw it, it was there, it was, 300 feet away, you saw it, it was coming towards you, it looks like something stopped, it's very frustrating, and there's a lot of frustration and regrets, but this is where I'm seeing the pause here, is it's paused. This whole flow thing is no longer flowing, it's paused, and it has something to do with other obligations coming in here that maybe you ignored for a while, and now these other obligations are coming in, and you've got to take care of some shit, and this whole thing that was flowing towards you now has to stop, because we have another card of stoppage. Normally the 3 of Wands is it's coming, have faith, and I think that that's what it's saying, is it's coming, have faith, but we have a stoppage here. You have to deal with some other burdens that you've probably been ignoring. You have this Knight of Coins reverse that's just totally stopped. You're frustrated by the situation, but and then this is what your job is. It looks like you are really overburdened. You are really like overworked. Maybe you're one of those people, you were an essential employee, and there's a hiring freeze, and now you have to do everybody's work because a bunch of people left. So, but this is your job, is to take a nap. This is my favorite to-do list ever. Take a nap, relax, rest, regroup. I mean, we were talking about this reverse Knight of Coins being here and you not being able to maybe plan or not planning, and everything kind of being stopped because there's not a further plan. There's not, the next steps aren't planned. You've had to go back and do something else, take care of some other obligations here that you ignored. And then you have this Four of Swords here. I love it. But it's another stoppage here. You're taking a rest. Before this ship can come all the way in, you've got to make some plans. Maybe the ship's like, hey, where's the dock? Like you didn't build a dock to accept this ship. There's no fucking dock here. Actually, there is no fucking dock here. There's no dock here. Where am I supposed to dock this? And you're like, you didn't plan that far ahead. You had faith, but not enough faith to build a dock. So this is a regrouping card, a resting up for tomorrow. Take a break. Put this burden down, this other people's expectations. Take care of it. Take a rest. This is preparing for the next day, right? We can rest through preparation. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where this nobility, self-esteem. I mean, I think this is taking care of yourself. Because you've been taking care, you've had to take care of other people and you weren't able to take care of yourself. So this is a lot of taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, making sure that you're getting the rest you need, making sure that you're able to regroup, making sure that this is a rest and regroup. That's your to-do list, really, is rest and regroup. You maybe like ignored your own health, you ignored your own, in pursuit of something, you ignored your own health and well-being, maybe even your own sleep, because you were so excited about this thing coming in, but you skipped a major place of planning. You've had to take a break, deal with other things. It's very frustrating, but right now you just need to take a nap. And I think you really don't want to. You might be still in this Four of Coins energy of just super hyper focus on what you want and not wanting to take a break. And that's why this is coming in as your to-do list, is to take a break, rest, and regroup. Because there's been some sort of loss here. And so maybe your original plan involved having 5 cups and now you've lost 2 cups and you're like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. So now we've got to regroup. Okay, so now we've only got 3 cups. We lost 2. All right, what can we do with 3 cups? And then a possible outcome, or where you might be, something in your possible future, is this 5 of Swords. You might end up in between a rock and a hard place, between deciding between what your dream is and these obligations that you have that are wearing you out. So the 5 of Swords energy is a lose-lose situation. Life occasionally puts us in those, and there's not a lot we can do about it. You might get to pick, like, do you want to be the windshield or do you want to be the bug? Do you want to be stolen from or do you want to steal? Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Because it's a winner-take-all situation is where this is headed. So you might have to make one of those really difficult choices that life is notorious for providing us. I mean, it really comes down to what do you value. And with this nobility and self-esteem, I think you need to really be valuing yourself and your own integrity and your own self-worth and your own, what is it? There's a word there. Work. It's like dignity, your own dignity. I think you're going to need to pick your own dignity, and you might have to screw somebody over. You might have to say no to somebody, which is really what you want to do. You're carrying this out of a sense of obligation, and you're carrying this because you're a good person and you want to help people. But you're going to be coming into a situation where you're going to have to say no to somebody. Is that going to be no to yourself? I mean, you've worked really hard for your dream to come in. So are you going to say no to yourself or are you going to say no to somebody else? I mean, we want to do this with integrity, though. We're getting this moral integrity. So this isn't like being horrible, lying. I once knew someone that wanted her boss's job. So she actually did this twice in the time that I knew her. She wanted her boss's job, 2 different jobs. And so she started a rumor about her boss. And then when the boss eventually got fired, she took the job. So that is, not what we're doing. We're not going to go that route. That's not quite, life never asks us to do that, right? To give up our character and our integrity. Life doesn't ask us to do quite that far. There were other options available, I am sure, for getting what she wanted out of both of those situations. So, but that could be sort of a situation, and that could be someone else bringing that situation into you, because the Five of Swords can be a pretty nasty energy, very difficult energy to deal with. Perhaps this is why you need to rest and regroup. Maybe something you thought was yours, it got stopped, and now there could be some sort of interference coming in of someone trying to interfere with this flow and this thing coming towards you. But your to-do list for now is to rest and regroup. All right, let's look at the wild Kuan Yin and see what we get here. Wild energy. We've got some wild energy. Hold on to your hats. Fast track with the divine. Here it is. Some wild energy. The Divine Mother moves us rapidly through life's changes. The road can get a bit bumpy when traveling at her accelerated pace. Normally, you often feel that you are in control of the navigation. This is part of the experience when you are to be moved rapidly with divine help. Best to just hold on to her and trust you'll get where you need to be. All right, so some fast-moving energy might be coming in. This is probably why right now you're being asked to rest and regroup, because how are you going to run a marathon if you're tired, right? Or how are you going to sprint? This could be a sprint. Or it's, I don't know, it reminds me of like one of those stupid games you played in like middle school mixers, where just like everybody runs around really crazy, really fast. So that could be coming, some fast moving energy could be coming towards you. You could have to make some really tough decisions coming up. So for now, rest and regroup. All right, Scorpio, I hope that that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments and your subscribes. And I hope you have a wonderful week.